I am very, very hell-bent on creating or raising an awareness on emotional well-being, all right? I recently posted a few videos on a formula on how emotions are formed and what creates them, and how you can assist yourself to reprogram your subconscious mind and your thought process, all right? And today I would like to speak about a book that I recently read. The author's name is Hale Dwaskin, and he wrote about the Sedona method, all right? The Sedona method, it raises an awareness on how to identify and interpret your emotions, all right? So I just want to reiterate on that, and I will come back and I will make another video to specify more points on this. The idea is to refocus the emotions that you feel that are negative to positive emotions that you would like to feel, a way that you would like to feel, all right? Now, step one, he speaks about how to focus on the emotion that you don't want in order to create the emotion that you do want, all right? Now, all of this, you don't simply just take a book and then you write down whatever you are feeling and then you do not engage with what you're doing. The point and the consistency and the effort that this takes will determine the result that you are looking for. You can watch this video a million times and you can refer back to it, and you have to apply yourself and you have to engage literally in the activity, all right? So step one is you focus on the emotion that you would like to feel. And you tell yourself that this is what is going to make you feel better, and it doesn't need a very big emotion. Don't mind that. It just needs something very simple, as if you're working at a specific task, all right? And let's assume you are being mildly annoyed by it. An emotion that I would take is when you're trying to do something and you always have little people that come to ask you like, mom, 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 and now you're working on yourself, right? And the child is standing in front of you and the child needs your attention. And for me, that is a sign that the activity that you need to partake in is presenting itself, all right? Meaning that the child doesn't just pop out of nowhere. The child has always been there. But now that you've decided to take control of your emotions and you've decided that this is the way that you want things to pan out for yourself, because you have come to an agreement with yourself that you want to deal with your emotions, then the child comes and the child says, I need mom, 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 can I please have? And if you are like me and you have 4 kids, then you are bombarded by emotions and you are bombarded by little people who demand attention most of all of the time, all right? Step 2, you engage yourself by asking yourself 3 very simple questions. Could I let this feeling go? Could I allow the feeling to be here? Could I welcome the feeling? And depending on what you want to go or what you allow to be released, you have to welcome the answer. Correspondence is going to come, but you have to be open and you have to welcome that response, all right? Step 3, ask yourself another question. Would I let the feeling go? Do you realize that we are so prone to negativity that we would hold on to a negative emotion and we would create a story of negativity just to suit the negative feeling or the negativity around what we feel and how we are programmed to be. All because of that. It's a matter of saying, you have to sit down with yourself and you ask yourself these questions. You write down these questions because it's an activity and you want to partake in this. You want to change your emotional well-being. You want to put your emotional well-being at the top of your priority. And if you don't want to do it for yourself, then trust me, this is something that you want to teach your kids, all right? Step 4. Ask yourself, when will your answer be? Remember, you have, each and every one of us, we have infinite intelligence. And the answer, the question that we are asking, 99.999% of the time when we're going through something, we already know what the answer is. And it is just for us to question that infinite intelligence and for the answer to be revealed to ourselves. All right. Step 5. Repeat the process as many times on a particular feeling as possible until you come to a point and a stage in your well-being that you realize that you have eliminated that specific feeling, be it doubt, fear, strife, grief. It doesn't matter, but there has to come a point where it disappears. Now, let me just reiterate this point for you. You may be tempted to brush this method, this very Sedona method, you may be tempted to brush it off as something so simple and so ineffective that you do it once and you lose consistency of doing it and you fall back into the same trap, and then you sit back and you say, screw this Sedona method, it doesn't work. I'm here to tell you with my whole heart that this method, it works. I have been using it and it works. If you want to make yourself a better version of who you are and you want to make your life better for yourself, then I encourage you to take these steps. I also encourage you to have somebody that you join on this journey of your life so that the both of you can uplift each other. It's very, very vitally important that we have people or a person in our lives to assist us while we go through these processes. It is difficult to remain consistent when you're doing something positive and for your own good. But it's easy to remain consistent when we're hurting ourselves because of the way that we've been programmed, our upbringing, our lack of love and affection, our lack of attention. We've fallen into victimizing ourselves and claiming that we are the victim. And if we all step out of our shell, we will all become better versions of ourselves.